EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they run with Harris off the option. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Colts had 7 and 4 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On first down, Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ryan will throw again. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball there, break on the football. Don't make the play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pick it now on 1st down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
play action. Pickett. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. To try again after the sack. Pickett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Pickett will look to throw it here. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie us at 3-3. Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Play action, Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs, and that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Blankenship's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there in CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Pickett sets up play action. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Pickett right back to the air again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Pickett on 4th down. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Ryan Campbell making the catch. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up third and 5 now.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Colts. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the draw is Taylor. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. Maybe a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On third down, Ryan. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's got the first down and more than that. Touchdown! Alex Arma. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. To throw forward is Ryan. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Eric Wilson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. At the line and set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy said all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Now Pickett. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the rope.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
Rolling to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan caught on a slant. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that